service of ire.
Greetings from Seoul, Korea, and welcome to the GSL. Kodes, Tasteless and Artosis here. Seeing JYP, play the games of his life, man.
Speaking of really superior play by JYP today, man. But he's going to be facing off against Life, and probably that EG curse is going to knock him down into oblivion.
Yeah, that's the sad thing. About after
the whole fact that the team has a magical curse on it, and the players just can't win.
But you guys gotta check out that.
Dude, it's so funny.
Because it's like a mockumentary. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's
so funny.
It is so well done, man. I love how In Control takes his glasses off like 9 times in 7 minutes. I was dying when he did it the second time. I'm like, oh no, it's one of these.
Yeah, it's one of these ongoing jokes. All right,
I actually want to know who like wrote that. Someone at EG sometimes makes really funny videos.
Yeah, who's doing that actually?
I don't know, because the Thorzane one, when Thorzane joined, was really funny too, but not anything near this. Like, and it has to be the same person because they were too clever.
Yeah.
Someone over there is very clever. Who is it? You're a fun guy. I probably already know you. Tweet at me and let me know. Probably like 4 people on EG. Like, it's me.
It's me. It's like Machine says he did it. It's like Machine.
Machine, you were playing Zerg, man. You didn't do it.
All right.
Winner's match.
Yeah, one of these guys is going to get out of the group.
JYP against Life. And Life is like such a prodigy at StarCraft. JYP, though, playing so well. And the thing is, his PvZ has always really been his best, as far as we've seen. So if his PvZ is better than what we just saw, Life's going to have a hard time.
All right, guys, get ready for our third best of 3, JYP and Life, here in GSL Kodes.
GSL. Welcome to GSL Ohana.
All right, let's do this. In the bottom right, playing the best games I've ever seen him play, especially that last one. Wow. We have our Protoss player from the Team Evil Geniuses. He is
EGJYP Lady Core.
And in the upper left, we got our Zerg player, young and brilliant. Oh my God! What am I? Whoa!
Well, they're showing the wrong player.
Okay, I was like, I am.
There he is.
Okay, all right.
Supernova's like, screw Terran, man.
He is
Tati Live.
I actually panicked when Supernova's face came because I was like,
did we mess up?
So confused.
Is this game 3 of a 2-0? And he switched races? He's like, I could beat him with Zerg. Hold on. All right. Anyways, I mean, that actually did throw me off. I'm like struggling.
I had a heart palpitation. I'm like, I am so confused right now.
Took a month off Tasteless' life.
Yeah, man.
Don't want to do that 3 more times. He'll be dead.
He'll be dead, man.
So, I mean, this probably going to see pretty standard play out of Life, I think. Life definitely is someone who can all in, no question about it. But will he do it here on this map against JYP?
He could.
Yeah, I suppose he could.
Life is like one of these players that I think both for you and I were just not that familiar with him compared to like these other guys.
Life is like, a box of chocolates.
Oh, God damn it, you beat me. I wanted to say that.
Yeah, man, that was mine. That was... As soon as you said Life is like, I was like, well, this is easy. It's like playing T-ball, Tasteless. Knock that one out of the park.
We apologize to all T-ball fans out there. We may have lost. Dude, Artosis' crude comment against T-Ball. The T-Ball forms are lighting up right now.
Yeah, I guess they would be.
Everybody sign this letter. We're going to get him to finish his job.
Turns out Mr. Che is a big T-Ball fan. Puts in a good word for him. I'm like, Mr. Che, you would play T-Ball. All right, so Ling's walking across the map. The cannon not quite done. He needs to build a pylon there. Go ahead, build a pylon. There you go.
All right, just in the nick of time.
Is that your name?
That's my name. Just in the nick plot of time.
Yeah. And the Lings actually are just going to run past, so he's going to get like 1 or 2 in. Okay, we got some 1 in only.
That was some nice.
Yeah, he stopped him from going in the main, and he got an extra one. So, really well done there. That was JYP is just on fire today, man. Someone get the fire extinguisher, Tasteless. I smell burning hair, and I'm not having a stroke.
Is that what if you're having a stroke? I thought it smells like what is it? Like rotten eggs.
Maybe. I thought it was burning hair, but I might be wrong. I actually quite remember.
Ooh, what's up?
Probe lives with 5 health left. JYP knew not to run it. And, you know, we do have speed on the way with gas still mining for life, so it does look like he's going to do an all-in here. I mean, you don't sit on 2 bases and mine this with gas. Second gas.
And the funny thing is that with a pylon placed over here at the 3rd base, he's going to know that there's an all-in. He's going to be like, wait a minute.
Well, you do have to scout the other location that's like under the main.
Right, that place too.
But you almost never take that, but I have like very rarely seen Zerg take that because they're like, I'm not dealing with this pylon. Because he did send 4 Lings across, right? So, anyways, JYP is going to be feeling pretty good about himself. I'd love to see him throw down a Stargate. I think that would be the absolute perfect move right now. But the layer coming up for life, I really wonder what he's going for. You know, is he going to go for like quick mutas, quick infestors, like a Nidus Worm? What is his plan? And those Lings are actually going to surround the Zealots, thank God, because if he went up and saw the layer, that would be bad news. So +1 melee attack. What is he doing? The layer's about to finish. We're about to learn. I think it's going to be Spire.
Could be.
Because he's throwing up his other 2 gases. We don't see yet what he's doing, though. No tech.
Where is it?
No tech.
It's too
Infestation Pit.
Does Life actually know about the 3rd pylon?
I believe, No, he doesn't. Oh,
That's
God.
so bad. Okay.
Yeah, if he knew about that, he might be trying to hide this a little better. But yeah, well, that's certainly true as well, I guess, huh? He will get this Stalker, though. It looks like... No, just barely not going to get the Sentry instead, though. An even better victory.
Yep.
All right, so he's going 2-base Infestor. This is something you really don't see
Is he going to do one of those timings where he throws up the Infested Terrans at the 2nd?
You know, that only really works against someone that takes a quick 3rd base, in my opinion.
Yeah,
you know, against the natural, where they already have a cannon and a good wall, and you know, if they haven't taken a 3rd, they have more units.
That's true.
If he does that, I'll be pretty surprised, because I don't think it's going to work out well. But I mean, I guess we'll just see. But yeah, we don't really see 2-base Infestor anymore. People got really good against it. It was really good for a little bit. Protosses were having a hard time taking a 3rd base until they learned that you sit on 2-base against it for a little bit longer. And that's going to allow you to have, you know, the units you need so that Infested Terrans aren't all that tricky. But JYP, wait a minute, how many gates is he actually going? Hold on, I got to count these. No, he's only going up to 6, so it looks like he probably will just take another base. I mean, he's getting Blink, he's getting +2, sure. But with 2 sentries and 6 gates, I could see him definitely expanding off of this. And to attack against someone that you don't know doesn't have a 3rd base is always a poor plan.
Yeah, exactly. Nice control, JYP. And of course, Field didn't cap it.
He's actually getting a Templar, guys. Very interesting.
Yeah,
And he's going up to 7 gates as well. So right now, I mean, he could think that this is a Muta build, and he's just going to really quickly go for that. He could think it's some sort of like Baneling drop build. It kind of looks like that, you know what I mean? A lot of Lings running around. And the Lings do have +1, which is something you can see on a strategy like that. But the Zealots, oh my god, scouting, there's no third.
Okay.
Ooh.
This is where you just start defending.
Yes. Pure defense mode. In fact, he is getting a robo, and he's getting charged. Charge Storm with Blinkstalker backup.
I don't know.
It's an interesting build that we're seeing.
Oh, and he's getting the. I didn't actually notice the robotics facility. Okay, so he's gonna have observers out here.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna get anything beyond observers. Maybe just like one observer so he can spot like burrowed investors or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right. He could eventually go into because he's going for Zealot High Templar. The counter of roaches should come up at some point, in which case he can have immortals prepared. So that's always good. Saves only 1 sentry. Has to use up all his energy as well. So those Zlings were actually pretty effective. And he's getting a Warp Prism right off. So we might just see him do like a High Templar drop. But against Infestors, if he catches it...
I guess he could also just do a push here if Zerg's taking the third base, I guess.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, like first of all, I don't know if I really like Life's build at all, but...
No, I do not like Life's build.
I guess it's a thumbs down from Tastosis.
We'll see if he can end up doing something with it, but I don't think so. Well, the Infestors are going to have to come out and show themselves now. Does force that cancel, though, and these units aren't the most valuable things ever. Well, chain bundles.
Yep. Nicely placed Infested Terrans here. Yeah, I mean, he did deny the third. Now let's see if the Storm Drop works. And remember, he's on 2 bases, so
yeah,
there's going to be a lot of drones here. Like a lot of drones. It's like a guy on 4 bases that, you know.
That's actually a really good point, Tasteless. So you're going to have an oversaturated main and natural when you go for such a late third.
Yeah.
And he drew all the units over there with that little attack with units that really weren't all that worthwhile.
Here we go.
Oh my god.
I can't believe he's not dropping Templar shot first. Oh, he's going to wait for the hoop first.
Yeah.
That was not good.
And now there's a fumble. That was bad execution right there by JYP. He definitely could have done more damage. Maybe a little bit too greedy. Throwing down some storms, but... Oh, and the Warp Prism looks like it might get away. In fact, he might even get the High Templars back in. Nope. Not quite going to work out. Damage is a lot of
storm the drones there, not the Infestors.
That's true. You're
not going to kill those Infestors with storms.
Yeah, so through that like kind of bungled drop, he did that off 2 base. He did a 3 High Templar Psi Storm drop off 2 base, which is something I've never seen in StarCraft 2.
Yeah, it looked like
and he lost it, killing almost nothing. So he's actually behind at this point, I would say. Life is double expanding.
And I don't even know what these Templars are doing. Whoa, get back in the base.
Yeah, oh god.
I guess he wants to feedback the
yeah, you know what, you're completely right. That's what he was trying to do. Alright, well. Does throw a storm down on him as they pop out. They're too slow to dodge. Good job. And he's throwing out some pretty nice storms, to be honest, but he doesn't have many units. You know, he lost that big group, and then he did no damage and lost his Warp Prism, plus a bunch of Zealots that warped in, plus all his High Templars. So at this point, he just doesn't have units, even though he has the very nice tech and upgrades.
He's burrowing now. We don't have an observer here yet. Obviously, it can just pop out of that robotics facility and cancels that Immortal.
Yeah, he has 1 observer in the middle of the map, but it's not even moving. Okay, finally he's bringing it back.
And, wow, okay.
Well, I mean, the next attack incoming from Life has a lot of units in it.
It's so funny because this game is so opposite of the games we just casted at JYP. I'm a little bit dumbfounded.
No, I think Life has really confused him in this game.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
I don't think that there's a 2-base storm drop build that exists. I think he was just like, well, I just kind of had all this tech because I thought it was maybe new or something.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how much longer JYP can last. I don't know exactly what JYP can do to recover here. It seems like the Zerg would have to overextend.
Yeah, I mean, JYP has like some really nice upgrades. He has some really good tech, but...
Zealots hitting the hatchery here, that's one thing you can do.
And, I mean, that's really good if he can actually kill that off.
Yeah, I think he actually is going to kill that off. And then the Warp Prism is going to come over here to the 3rd base.
Well, yeah, maybe he can rally here.
Is he going to get it? Is he going to get it?
I think so, yeah.
Yes, he is.
And in fact, right now, Life's attack on his natural is not doing all too much. It's really infested Terran base. Very few roaches actually left, but JYP using a lot of his units across the map. A couple of cannons are going to warp in. And those cannons are definitely going to help a little bit, but the Infested Terrans really being worth a lot here.
Well, it looks like JYP will barely survive this. Even though there's more reinforcements coming here. He's going to throw down Infested Terrans. You got to be careful. And we're just watching slowly but surely JYP get chipped away at. And I think we're going to go on to... I don't know if JYP can survive this. So he is warping in.
Yeah, he's...
Or Zealots over here. The problem is that he's not warping in defense at home.
He's
but
trying
if he survives this,
if he
and kills this base, then maybe.
If he could kill that base, then he has like all these well-upgraded Wing Stalkers and some High Templars, and maybe he can. You know, the units that are coming to him, he's constantly like holding onto his natural, but just barely so. And in fact, he's warping into the natural, as we see, going after that hatch. If he could kill those hatches,
yeah,
man.
he needs some sentries here. Force field the ramp.
That'd be pretty good. Well, he's using his sentries at home to force field that ramp, and maybe. Well, yeah, this is one of the weirdest games I've actually ever seen.
Yeah,
he kills the natural hatchery.
And he could send his Warp Prism over there to the third. How much money does he have?
Very little. He's warping everything at home right now. And he actually is saving his
This is actually one of these games that's like really hard to cast.
Yeah, no, this is, it's wild. It's everywhere. JYP has 42 supply, but what does his opponent have? He has 52 drones against 22 probes, but he has like basically one fully mining base and then one base with like a few mineral patches. So the economy is not gigantically different, but I mean, JYP's going to run out of his natural. His main's almost empty.
He did lose the Warp Prism.
You know, with this many Infestors still out, JYP is... I mean, I'm trying to figure out some way for him to do something here. And in fact, he's moving out with his little podunk army. I don't know that this is going to do anything, though.
He's probably unaware of the supply difference right now.
Yeah,
it probably looks like Light's in a scrappier position than he actually is. And so Zerg's probably going to back off here and let the Protoss go all the way across. Nope, that's it, GG.
All right. One of the weirdest games that I have ever seen. Truly bizarre.
Well, honestly, that was actually one of the hardest games for me to cast because I did not understand what the hell was going on.
Well, I feel
you know
like
what I mean? I was like, what?
JYP was on top of the fact that Life didn't have an extra base, and by his tech route, I mean, High Templars are good against Infestors as well, and in fact, there's some funny, like, Zealot charge feedback timings with Immortals that you can hit against an Infestor user, but he wasn't really going for that. I felt like he was trying to counter Mutas, then saw it was Infestors, so he's like, well, I'll draw his Infestors somewhere they're slow to react and then do a drop in the main. But he bungled the drop in the main. He
warped in Zealots before he storm dropped, like you're supposed to storm drop.
Yeah, it's like what we were talking about yesterday, where he should have unloaded after turning into Warp Prism and then made the units.
Yeah. We did see that yesterday.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah.
So you know, I feel like maybe just bad priority on exactly what order to do these things in. Didn't kill any drones, lost his drop, and then it was like, well, I guess Life just got way ahead, even though you were in a good spot.
Well, let's see if game number 2 is going to normalize between these two guys.
It
Life
is going to be
closing his eyes, probably just going over exactly what he wants to do on this map. It is in Tome Valley.
He can play StarCraft with his eyes closed, Stasis.
Yeah, man.
Just like the Cat in the Hat.
My Braille screen, the Cat in the Hat.
Cat in the Hat, man. You read books with his eyes closed. You play StarCraft with your eyes closed.
Yeah, dude.
It's harder, but
you know how hard it is? I sometimes play StarCraft without a keyboard and a monitor.
Yeah,
I just like plug in my joystick.
Is that right?
No.
And it's one of those old joysticks with one button?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm like, I can't win StarCraft on a circle gate. All right, we're doing this game number 2 here at the GSL.